God bless our homeland, Ghana. Good morning and welcome to the dialogue. My name is Jonas Abedi Enim, and I would like to pull a quote from one of my favorite politicians, Ronald Reagan, and he says, "Peace is not absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflicts in a peaceful means." Peace is not the absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflicts by peaceful means. And that is our word of inspiration for today. I will quickly go through some of the newspaper headlines, and then when we're back, we'll talk to our guest for today. She is the notable, speakable, strong, energetic, beautiful lady you mostly have on this show. I won't disclose her identity for now. I will take a quick break, and when we're back, we'll go through the newspaper headline, answer some phone calls, call a few resource persons. This is the only show that we bring the people that matters most, the people that have the resource, the information that you need, the people you can talk directly to over issues that concerns you, that concerns Ghana, that concerns all of us, the people that have you at heart. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the dialogue. My name again is Jonas Abedi Enim. And onto the newspaper headlines. Today we're starting with the New Crusading Guide, and it says, Iyoko storms EC. Iyoko storms EC to kick out Deputy Commissioner. Georgina Opoku Amankwa. Iyoko storms EC to kick out Deputy EC Commissioner. And it was quite dramatic yesterday. It was a standoff show. She wanted to show that what men can do, women can do better. Men and women, and I'll go back onto the Daily Guide. And Daily Guide says, drama at EC. Drama at EC. And then I think EC, the Deputy Commissioner, and the Iyoko representatives were the thing of the day yesterday. Also, we have Ashton Martin grilled over cash for seat saga. And the Daily Guide bring that in a little caption on the top right. Ashton Martin grilled over cash for seat saga. You know, the parliamentary probe. We also have hairdressers mob, Nana Apley, MOB. Sorry. And then police arrest 3 with grenade. The Ghanaian Times says, police arrest 3 with grenade, and they are perceived to be foreigners with grenade in the country. We will also call some security experts to tell us, and some legal experts to talk to us over this issue and what Ghana, the risk that Ghana stands. On the Daily Graphic, the front page says 3 foreign nationals arrested with explosives. 3 foreign nationals arrested with explosives. 1 alleged to be a member of ISIS. That is scary to hear. I have one very good news at the back I would like to touch on. KMA secures funding to beautify Kumasi. KMA secures funding to beautify Kumasi. And that is a very good one. I will quickly touch on the EC standoff thing, and then we go on to the, and I will introduce my guests, and we go into the phone lines, talk to some resource persons to give us details. The Daily Graphic says Deputy EC Chair in standoff with Iyoko. Deputy EC Chair in standoff with Iyoko, and it's on the page 16. It says there was a standoff at the Electoral Commission EC yesterday when officers of the Economic and Organized Crime Unit Iyoko stormed the premises to evict the deputy chairperson of the Electoral Commission in charge of corporate service, Ms. Georgina Opoku Amankwa, from her office. Ms. Opoku Amankwa reported for work yesterday in defiance of the directive by the chairperson of the EC, Mrs. Charlotte Osei, for her to proceed on leave to pave way for investigations by the Iyoko into the alleged loss of 480,000 Ghana cedis from the EC's endowment fund. And she reported back to work because she thinks it's been long overdue, and she's not heard anything from them. And so, well, she has to go back. Now, I'll touch briefly on this, and then good news that hairdressers and tailors, dressmakers have some good news, and that says hairdressers and Nana at Legon. But before then, it says the usual euphoria at great political campaigns came up yesterday when President Akufo-Addo arrived at the Mensa Saba Hall of the University of Ghana, Legon. That was when he attended the 8th annual Saloon Academy of the National Association of Beauticians and Hairdressers as the special guest of honor. It was under the theme creating the best learning environment for all training centers. And I heard something like giving them tariff cuts, which was a good news to them. Also, we have 3 arrested. I think we have lawyer Raf Japan on the line. Hello, lawyer Raf.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Lawyer Raf. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
We've touched briefly on the EC deputy chair's standoff yesterday with Iyoko at her office. You are a legal expert. Walk us through some of the implications, or give us a view on this very issue. She was supposed to have been on leave pending investigations, and she thinks 7 months has been long overdue. So she decided to come back to work. And then Yoko is like, no, you have to be out of the office. And she said, okay, I'll be in my office. If you like, come and carry me away.
If I'm not mistaken, I think she's rather on interdiction, not on leave.
Okay. That was, it was reported.
She's on interdiction.
By who?
Anyway, let me say good morning to your listeners.
Very good morning.
This matter about 3 EC chairpersons, I mean the chairperson herself and 2 of the deputies. It's a bit worrisome. It's a bit worrisome because, see, in all fairness, when the second deputy chairperson was petitioned for, I believe it's borders on economic malfeasance or so.
Exactly.
Iyoko was petitioned to look into some accounts, which the chairperson believes have been misappropriated by the second deputy chairperson.
Yeah.
And I am on the same petition against the chairperson herself about some transactions which went on. And this petition was sent to Iyoko by the first and second deputies of the Electoral Commission. So the question that I'm asking, if the second chairperson is on interdiction, what happens to that petition which was sent against the chairperson herself by the first and second deputies in respect of issues bordering on
same charges?
I mean, to be fair and sincere to both parties, I believe the chairperson and the deputy should also be on interdiction because there have been allegations made against them, but they are still opposed. So the woman, for me, has every right to go to the office and work as second chairperson.
So do you think?
However,
okay, go ahead.
However, I believe it will be a very good thing for the president to be in a good position to basically ask the 3 persons
to step up.
Yes.
To step aside.
Leave post, exactly. For matters to be determined until either they will be brought back or, whatever the outcome of the investigative committee will be, then they oblige to say.
So basically, you are in support of the fact that she came back to the office, also because
what I am saying is that you have petitioned Iyoko against me.
Yes.
And the petition borders on financial malfeasance. I have also done the same against you. So why should Iyoko on leave and then allow you to stay in office. What is the fairness in that?
Great.
I'm asking a question. What is the fairness in that? So it will serve the interest of the Republic for all three persons
to step aside.
Leave so matters are determined.
Yes. That's a good point. That's really strong. That is really strong, and I'm hoping that the president and his people are listening, and so they will take the action in that regard. Once we have you on the line, do you want to touch briefly on this police seizure of explosives that were perceived to be grenades from some foreign nationals, and one was actually linked to ISIS? Does that border? It's alleged, but does that border on a criminal or border security?
I heard the police PRO for, I believe, the Greater Accra region speak on this matter yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm unable to contribute because I believe at this stage they are still at the investigation
level
stage, and they are trying to unravel whatever they have gone wrong or whatever plans that these people, the alleged suspected terrorist people, they have been planning. So at this point, I'm unable to give you any legal idea or briefing as to whether or not what they've done amounts to constitute terrorism or they were in the process of committing a crime against the Republic. It is very premature.
Yes. Thank you very much, Lawyer Raf. We are very grateful for your time, and we are happy.
I'm most grateful. You're always welcome.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. We will take a quick break, and when we're back, we will introduce our guest for today's show. She's really ready on fire, higher in spirit. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm sure sometime, like I always say, we'll bring you one of the conversations from behind the cameras. Our guest for today is Frances Irabna Esiam, the CEO of Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company, and she's also a development management consultant. She's also a gender advocate, a very learned and articulative lady, looking elegant in her outfits. Frances, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We always miss you. And viewers,
today that I'm on time, you tell people.
That's what I'm going to say. Viewers have already sent in comments, and they're already excited that you are here on time. And I'm also grateful that you're here on time.
Thank you.
Today is your day. The Ashkelolo, the gutter to gutter, the trial syndrome has come to bear. We couldn't have had anybody other than you, because you were very loud about these three stepping aside. And you heard Lawyer Raf saying it is just appropriate for the three of them to step aside to enhance good investigation into the issue. Let's start with the EC Deputy Chair issue yesterday.
I think it's appropriate that we do, because those borders are the heart of our democracy. I'll say good morning to all viewers.
Exactly.
Mr. President, good morning. I'm sure you're heating up as the whole of Ghana too is heating up. Mr. Vice President, good morning. Auntie Frima, Chief of Staff, good morning. And to all government officials and to the nation at large. I'll also say a quick good morning before I forget to incoming General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. John Boedu, and to Sami Oku, the Field Marshal.
Boys Abre,
incoming National Organizer. And then to our incoming First Vice National Chairperson, Madam Rita Asobayire. Auntie Rita Asobi, good morning. You are really a mother to all in this party, and many will attest. Your efforts will not go unnoticed, and will surely reward you with a plan at Congress. You deserve it. Having been a founding member of the U.S. branch, a founding member of the party in Ghana here, and having worked deep into the rural communities, Madam Rita Asobayire, incoming National First Vice Chairperson. Madam, Yatawachi, all the women are going to make sure
this is a full support from you,
that we have a woman who will be our first National Vice Chairperson, because the issues are so heated, the tempo, the focus of government is so quick, we're in a hurry, that we need the Obatempa, Mother Ghana. We need a woman at the helm of affairs of the party as a first vice chairperson. We can have a man as chairman, then a man as a...
I'm sure this is coming from your gender advocacy.
No, it's not gender advocacy. Me, I'm not a feminist.
Okay.
I believe in equity,
okay.
equality. So all we are saying is that those who deserve it, hard workers, meritocracy, multilinguality, somebody who would make sure that the party is on a firm bed, cool tempers, and so on and so forth. Everybody can attest. So, Auntie Rita, very good morning to you wherever you are. Now, back to the topic.
Yep.
Yesterday was a day of shame for this country.
I see.
My brother, I mean, it was the most harrowing news I'd heard, concerning our democratic principles. You see, these barbaric, Rambo-style acts, as if you're acting out some particular film on a strip somewhere and you are being given the cue, act, cut, should not be happening under President Akufo-Addo's government, under the MPP government. We will not contain and, condone some of these things. One, government is to serve the people.
True.
You know, it's government for the people,
yes,
by the people, and of the people.
Yep.
This signifies the whole electoral process, the whole democratic process. So when you are the vanguard, that means when you are in the lead, or when you are in leadership, let me put it right, or you have supervisory authority, you do not carry out your actions this way. And I'm asking, who has control over the police? Is it not the IGP?
Yes.
And we are having too many of these infractions of late. Again, when we are talking of Iyoko, who has control over Iyoko? I believe they fall under the Attorney General's department.
Yeah.
So before Iyoko does anything,
who gives the
they
directive?
must consult. There is a Minister for Justice and Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana, well versed in the law, very apt, articulate, hands-on.
But don't you believe this very
No,
action?
I'm saying hands-on. Was this on a blind side? That's why
We're
I'm
yet to
coming
find
to
out.
how. No, I'm saying, was this on a blind side? It's a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Nobody needs to find out. Because who would sanction this sort of act? You ought to consult
Yes.
wherever you are. And we have somebody who put us in office. If you're a boss in Yoko and things are being done, you know, what was your level of participation? What was the level of consultation with the board, with the minister, with the presidency? I believe that, you see, we must begin to crack the whip.
I
Because
support that idea.
appointees get up, make
Act
laws
like-
by
yes.
themselves. Appointees get up and instruct the Chief Justice to put up a court. When Parliament is actually the sole authority
Yeah.
to institute
legislature.
law.
Yeah.
So if bylaws have to be made, are they within your remit? Is it within your power to instruct a Chief Justice to put up a court? And Chief Justice, you see, the point is that the minute anybody does anything, let's get back to the next level of, how do I put it? The next level of due diligence. Was it done with the appropriate authority? Has it been certified, authorized, and so on and so on? Because you see, it's like government is being embarrassed through no fault of leadership, like the president, the vice president, whilst they are doing their very best to ensure that our policies, our manifesto, Ghanaians have the best, and we are being lauded by the whole world. We don't need these infractions.
Especially in this moment.
Coming back to the Electoral Commission matter, I have always said that the trial of Charlotte Osei, Amadou Sule, and Georgina Opoku must be made to step aside.
Yeah.
But you know, it's with due process. Now that the prima facie case has been established against the three, we believe this is the time for the relevant authorities to ask them to go.
Yeah.
Because this is where our elections are conducted.
Yeah.
This is where our electoral bylaws, I mean, we're talking of constitutional instruments,
Yeah.
legislative instruments. This is where they emanate from. and nobody has the authority even to interfere with their work. Delay it, either it's rejected or they go and change, it's accepted. So it's such a huge custodian of our democratic process that this electoral, what do you call it, the electoral machinery, the electoral system, the system of course involves us. So we talk of the Electoral Commission in particular, should not be left to be playing as if, excuse me to our dear nursery kids, excuse me to my grandchildren, as if they are now in the crash, you know, being now tutored and nurtured, socialized and conscientized into how they will grow up into society. The very big. No. If you're given such a position of trust and honor, my God, you don't value this position, and you're bickering as if I were in secondary school. Oh, we are far away, and then home. I mean, it's the total disgrace. There are three of them. Nobody is supporting George Opoku. We are supporting the rule of law. You see, and the Audi Alteram Party, you see, if you go to Article 23 of the 1992 Constitution, which actually is our supreme law, you come to Article 296 of the same Constitution. Article 23 underscores administrative justice. Article 23 underscores the elements and principles of natural justice, which is also underscored by the principles of equity, which means fairness. Namo Yudaxin Kosaswa. Charlotte Osei cannot be a referee and a judge in her own case. It's wrong. It's ultra vast. She doesn't have the mandate to interdict another commissioner.
Because she asked that.
No, the point is that she doesn't have the power to interdict Georgina Opoku. So Iyoko cannot stand on Georgina, on Charlotte Osei's. And she's a lawyer. I mean, I'm amazed at what some of these lawyers are doing. You know? And they cannot stand. You can make a reportage. And I believe the best place should have been the police CID for forensics to have taken place. You see, because at times, Yokos and BNIs and national security, at times they are too exuberant and overstep the bounds. They are too happy to satisfy, when I say establishment, those in authority, not necessarily the presidency, but whoever is in leadership. I don't know why they koto. You do not do that. Look at Trump and the problems it has with the CIA, FBI, and so on, because the institutions are strong, like Obama said. So coming back to it, I just want people to have the background. In administrative law, per administrative justice, if you look at all the cases and issues, I don't want to bore listeners, over and across time, and we in Ghana, our constitution, our laws, the common law is part of our law. Existing laws are part of our laws. Rules of equity, principles are part of our laws. Customary practices, which are accepted and are not in contravention or in contradiction with the Constitution, are part of our laws. So I do not delegate legislation. You know, now I don't know what parliamentary enactment. I do not know why somebody would act ultra-vast, like Charlotte Osei, interdicting her deputy. And Iyoko, instead of looking at the law, moves it. If there's an investigation, complain to the police, hand the woman over to the police for investigation.
She's already been asked.
Hold on. Iyoko is not the appropriate place, I'm saying. Because when we talk of crime, there must be a distinction between economic crime and pure crime. There must be a distinction. And I'm saying that per the rules even of administrative law and justice. One, she is a public official. She is an appointed commissioner. A government appointed her. So the whole issue at stake is, what are the processes that have to be gone through? The Audi Alteram Party rule must be established. There must be a committee or an inquiry to move into the issue. The police must have moved in, or there must be a strong basis for her to step aside. You don't go give matching orders So Yoko can get up and come to, let's say, any government department,
and say,
let's take like MPA, and they go and say, yes, see you, Mr. Santaponi, please, you have been interdicted based on the instruction of your board.
Yeah.
No. Don't let us usurp the powers of the CID and the investigative bodies. So I'm saying that, you see, these things border on financial malfeasance. Someone has alleged, another person has denied. The person too has accused the chairperson. Another commissioner too has accused the chairperson.
So the
chairperson too accuses somebody of electoral malfeasance, which is treasonable even.
Yeah.
Now, with all of us listening in, who are the appropriate authority to move into? The president has done the right thing by handing over a petition through due process to the Chief Justice, who has established a prima facie case. So all other matters, what do you call, will be subsumed by whatever investigation or committee or process that is set up by the Chief Justice. Two investigations cannot be going on at the same time, except it is permitted by either the President or the Chief Justice. So appointees or agents cannot get up and turn themselves
Rambo
style authority. So in this particular case, we are asking His Excellency, the President of Ghana, the Primus Inter Pares, with the rule of law, to stamp his authority. I know what I'm saying some people will not be happy, but we do not want people to embarrass our government, my government, the MPP government, the NDC government, the Ghanaian government, that everybody has accepted. Yes. So my point is that we'll say it as it is. And what Iyoko is doing, it is against the rules of natural justice, it's against our constitution. Because Article 296 tells us that in the use of discretionary power, arbitrariness which has been exhibited in this case, in bias of Madam Charlotte Osei, whimsical and capriciousness must be eschewed. I mean, that is by implication of the law, not quoting verbatim. Must be eschewed. Biases, favoritism. The law, Article 29, says that in exercise of our duties, we should not move into the realm of bias, whimsical, capricious, whatever it is. Iyoko has fallen foul of Article 23 and 296 of the 1992 Constitution. And what they're doing is tantamount to usurping the presidential powers for the removal of judges, because these commissioners and officers of the electoral, I'm talking of these high-level commissioners, I think they are the synonymous with that of the Superior Court judges. So they must not usurp the powers of either the Chief Justice nor the President, the Primus Inter Pares. Who
so don't you think it's the Chief Justice supposed to step in?
No, I'm saying that they should not usurp the powers of the two, because the President has powers under the Constitution to kickstart the process. He has done exactly that.
Yes.
He even has the prerogative to take certain actions.
Yes, but he didn't.
So, not that he didn't, we say he has the prerogative.
Yes.
But he has given up, gone into a process, and because a petition, and it's gone to the Chief Justice. So a process is underway.
Come to talk about that. The process is underway.
Yeah.
And she's asked to step aside or to
by whom?
By Mrs. Charlotte Osei.
Charlotte Osei, I'm saying, has acted ultra-vast. Don't bother yourself and our listeners. We have enough topics.
Yes.
Charlotte Osei has acted ultra-vast, and she should be dealt with. You cannot be instructing Iyoko, telling Iyoko things, when you invite an investigative body to a department to come and do something, and they take up these criminal aspects of the actual substantive issues at play.
Yeah.
They should deal with the police, CID, and other people who are well equipped to move into these matters. And at that point of interdiction, who was the source? Is the source that was wrong? Not that she couldn't be interdicted. Now it's 6-7 months.
Yeah. And she feels she's been
And by the 6th month, there must be a process in place.
Yeah.
To start dealing with the issue. And the Chief Justice is dealing with the issue. And I'm sorry, the woman should change her lawyer.
Oh, why?
Yeah, if I were here, I would have moved out straight
You make this a
to
criminal case?
file an injunction in court against my removal,
From
my
office.
purported remove or perceived removal from office. Because 6 months, what investigation is Yoko doing?
That they couldn't come up with something.
You cleared Mr. Amadou Sule. Why didn't you clear Georgina Poku or bring out the report and ask for her own mistake? You see, the extrinsic evidence. If you look at the armchair rule in law, they sit in this armchair and look at the surrounding circumstances. You can see that there is something fishy going on in there. Have they, Charlotte Osei's accusation by the others against Mrs. Osei, have they gone into it?
No, they've not.
So you cannot take one person as an authority to interdict another person. When the other person is accusing, what you ought to do is to investigate all the three. Then it's fair.
And so therefore, if that's my
So they've
all
acted,
three
they've
must
gone
go.
ultra to the Constitution. And when you act against the Constitution, whoever did that, they must be fired. The president must start removing some people from office, or else they are going to spoil the good record of administration. You go to a place like DVLA, you go to a place like GBC, the next thing you hear, they are going to deduct TV license from workers' salaries. You want workers, unionized labor to come against government. When you have been told, you have been, signaled, nobody, I will pay my TV license.
Yeah.
I'm encouraging people even to pay until the rights regulations come out. But we are saying, how do you say worker? Which worker? Public workers. You are not serious. So my point is that you see, some of us will not sit down for anybody to destroy the reputation of our president, our vice president, our government, and the government of Ghana. So I think much ado about nothing. Charlotte Osei herself is not the institution of the EC. This woman came in, I loved it, I saw it, we loved it, and changed our logo in Ghana's colors since independence till now. And we sit down and look at her. Is she the EC? Does she own the place?
Well,
she will come and she will go. After Young came and went, whether by your constitutional term limit or by, if you do something wrong by the law. So I'm saying that for those who are pulling strings for her, they better stop before we start naming and shaming, because we have all campaigned hard. It's been a hard-fought battle.
I really
and
tell.
I am saying that if you look at the president, his determination, tenacity of character, devotion and dedication and passion and patriotism, as he would say, for the Ghanaian. Nana Addo has a Ghanaian project at heart. He believes in Ghana like we do, and we believe he has the ability to deliver. Anybody who steps in the way of the vision of the president and the party, I believe the party should put its foot down. The presidency must put its foot down. Nobody is indispensable. There are many people who worked hard.
Yeah, to make the party come to power.
NDC is gone, MPP is here.
Yeah.
Amedi, why can't you be dispensed of or me if whatever we are doing is disturbing our establishment? You see,
I will ask you a question I asked most of my guests since Martin Amidu was nominated. If you get a letter from Martin Amidu's office asking you to report to his office the following day or two, how would you feel?
I'll feel elated, because it will give me an opportunity to show my incorruptible character.
Oh, really?
Yes, that is why I loved Occupy Ghana so much.
You're a member of the Occupy Ghana?
Yes.
Okay.
Anti-corruption agencies. I'm also, what do you call it? I'm an international consultant.
Okay.
And you see, when you go on the international scene, my brother, anything that doesn't have corruption moves.
Yeah, I know.
When you attack the corruption, no matter how good you are,
you get double checks
nobody
all
respects
over.
you. In banking circles, in economic circles, Ghana has got, you see, we've been able to create that space. Look at the economic indicators. It's because corruption is being fought. Everybody, if you put your hands in the kitchen, you'll be dealt with. So there's something going on. There's a paradigm shift going on. It is not Martin Amidu coming in. Me, I've jumped off this easy topic because I've said it all, and I know action will be taken.
Well, on this platform, it will.
Action will be taken.
Is where the president
you
listens
see,
to.
if you come onto Martin Amidu's case in few seconds, you'd realize it is not the persona of Martin Amido. Congratulations, vigilante, citizen vigilante, but it is the premium he put on the fight against corruption. And the president is saying it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
If I feel somebody can do the work,
why not?
And he's a Ghanaian, I will put the person there. He doesn't care who sucks God, so long as the right thing is done for God and country.
That's true.
So what is happening is that those attacking left and right. I'm not interested in the debates of.
I really think it's too early for any attacks. Or
no,
any
my brother. The issue is who fits the office.
Has been given. To
Like John Mahama, former president, went to somewhere in the Bravo and said,
yeah, I heard that
they are bringing
statement.
somebody from Nanado's office, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, he's been shamed.
I thought that was a little bit.
He doesn't speak the truth. He's moving around the country doing propaganda. At the time Alhaji Baturo was being buried, he's been to other journalists' funerals.
Yeah.
Why didn't he come to Bature's home? Even if you come to 40 days, you didn't try. But the substantive matter is, why is the NDC hollering so much over Martin Amido?
This
If they have an axe to grind with him, that one is another matter.
This is their own
but
person.
we
They should
are
have
talking, they are not the country. They are not Ghana. The NDC must be told. Ghana is Ghana. There is a president, and Master, power deka, power kometo, power yebako. I'm saying that Ghanaians have the power, and they've ceded that power to the MPP administration
led by
and
His
the
Excellency.
Kufuor-led government.
Yeah.
But he and his what do you call it? He and his cabinet, appointees, advisors, and so on, and governmental agencies will decide where and how we go in tandem with the directive principles of state policy and all the articles in the Constitution, all our laws and statutes. So the NDC, you can criticize all you want, but we, as Ghanaians, under the Kufuor presidency, will determine how we go, and you don't have any power to stop it. I'm not even talking of a majority in parliament, but was popular was there. The voice of God is the voice of the people. So let's drum it into the heads of Ofosu Kwachi, Kofi Adams, and all the talkers.
Is it because people have cockroaches in their cupboard?
No. Me, I'm not even. If you have a cockroach in your cupboard, the Martin Amido spray. We have so many sprays.
Insecticide.
So we have Sasso, we have Raid. There are so many of them. The one which fits you will be sprayed at you, whether you are MPP or NDC. So I don't want to even glorify them.
That's the part I like most, and the part that he can also retrieve resources.
My brother,
back to
the
the
laws are there. The Attorney General nominated him, and the President accepted. The law has been complied.
So you go through Parliament.
But all I'm saying is that the thievery, the malfeasance, the financial hemorrhage of Ghana, we are about to see something. You see, no chief will get up and start begging.
It will happen. That I
hold on. I'm saying no chief, because if you get up to start begging,
you'll be made.
You will be tagged as an accessory.
Yeah.
Why is Ghanaian law dealing with somebody
and you
are begging? You are acting ultra-vast. You are trying to influence the process. So I'm telling all the paramount chiefs and the kings and their info that this is a process which will be teleguided to ensure that the rule of law permeates throughout all sectoral development and every aspect of our national endeavor.
I think we should be given a little bit of education, because it has happened over time where people are being tried for something.
My brother,
and you have all the chiefs coming in.
My brother, have you heard that ignorance of the law is
no excuse? I know.
It's ignorance of facts.
Yeah.
So with all the learned chiefs and so on, if you had a poor farmer in say Kutunse, do you think that poor farmer can get up to go and plead for a rich man?
No.
And aren't we all equal before the law?
Well, we are.
So why should some paramount chief or king get up and be pleading for corrupt people or perceived, alleged, or suspected corrupt people? It will not happen this time.
You've heard that all human beings are equal, but some are more equal than others.
You announce your phone line.
All right, it is Princess. It's Charge Higher and Fire. You can join us live here on Net2 TV, also on Facebook Live at Net2 TV GH. And we have here Frances Erabna Esiam. She is the CEO of Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company, also a gender advocate and a management consultant. She's also very well vested in political issues, both in Ghana and outside Ghana. And she's a woman who will speak her mind as it is. We've looked at a few topics from the daily newspapers, but we would like to also have your views. The number is 0240 550 899. 0240 550 899. And we expect your views. Call in, tell us what you think, and bring us a complaints and all that. We are ready to receive and pass it on to the right people.
Abedi, you know, before you're coming, when the caller comes, you can cut. Well, I said I was surprised, and I said, Madam Georgina Poku should change a lawyer.
Yeah.
The woman was so resilient. The lawyer, the first thing you do, I've said it, go to court.
Yeah.
You see, let the rules play out, because we deal with precedent, so that tomorrow when somebody does something, then it can be used.
Okay. But I think we have a caller on the line. Hello? Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Apija Johnson, Atima Apija, Eastern Region.
Wow. Well, tell us what's your contribution.
Hello.
Yes, hello, can you hear us?
My name is Godwin Kwakwadiman from Atima Apija.
Achima Peja. Okay, Godwin. How is the people of Achima Peja doing?
I want to tell Martiani that if the government has done well.
Okay, go on. Oh,
unfortunately. Oh, by the grace of God, we are doing well.
Oh, there's a delay.
Amen.
Godwin, can you turn down the volume on your TV set? We can hear you from the back.
Hello.
And it sounds like it's re-echoing.
Hello.
Yes, Godwin, you're back online.
Yeah, I want to tell Ghanaian people that what the government is doing is very good. At the moment, the Akufo-Addo government is doing well. So, and these people, they should leave what we are saying, what we are doing. We doesn't like it at all.
Thank you very much, Godwin. Our regards to everybody in Achima Peja. You are, well, this morning you're a representative from there, and we're sure they're all doing well. But let's take a quick break, and when we're back, we open the phone lines while we look at other issues. We have someone on the line. Hello? Hello? Okay, so, Francis, let's move quickly to Ashton Morton yesterday and at the...
I'm talking of the Ministry of Trade.
Yeah, the Ministry of Trade.
Saga, well, I'll be...
Hello? Okay. I think we lost that.
Well, I'll be very brief on that.
Yeah.
I believe we are all watching parliamentary, the parliamentary procedure, and not to fall in contempt or fall foul.
Yeah.
The issues coming out seem to suggest that at least some mischief has been in play.
Hello, let me get
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Wow. Good morning. It must be a long distance call. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Okay, okay.
So what is happening in effect is that we heard the perfect rendition of Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen.
Yeah.
And I think that actually summed it all. Like so Mr. Ashimoto said yesterday, like Honorable His Excellency, former Ambassador Victor, who said that he would not even want to go back.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Ofanko.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to tell Francis that I think the difference in the party, the NPP party, and she should stand firm. It should be truthful as she is. I've watched her several times, and I found that she's somebody who doesn't like life, who doesn't like insult and other things. One day she will become a full MP, as far as I'm concerned. I know with her character, she will go, to places in the future, and I wish her very well in her endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is a thumbs up to Frances. I told you, Frances.
Thank you, but I'm past the parliamentary post, so don't worry.
Yes. Well, maybe they still want your work down there.
No, we'll contribute to national development without being in parliament.
Oh, my goodness. The people want you now. When they start calling for you, sometimes you can't say no.
There's a time to say no.
Really?
You present yourself, you're not accepted. You move on.
Okay.
There's another call.
Okay, let's pick another caller. Hello? Hello, your name and where you're calling from? Okay, we lost that caller.
Anyway, with this one briefly, Honorable Alan Kyerematen bared it all.
Yeah.
why would they, you say extortion, now they have shifted the goalpost.
Okay, let me answer. Hello? Okay, we lost that caller.
They have shifted the goalpost to taking of monies. I mean, look at this before.
Yeah. And yesterday, I also don't want to fall far, but let's pick a call. Hello? Okay,
Good morning.
Alliance. Hello, good morning.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Yes, please.
Yeah, your comments are welcome.
Okay. It's just the lady on the set. I
She's
believe
Frances
she's very,
Esiam.
yeah, she's very articulate, and the way she comes across to the people, I believe those are the women that are supposed to be our leaders. I say God bless her because she made my day this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Frances, thumbs up going to you.
You see, Honorable Alan said it all.
Yeah.
Chief said it all. Now, what you have to realize is that an inquiry is going on. We will not be prejudicial. We're waiting for the outcome. But I'm surprised at Honorable Muntaka. Hey, look at the way the man held the Quran, swore. Everybody sympathized with him.
And
So is he telling us that when the presidency came out to clear?
let's pick the final call. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm Nanakisi calling from Sochu.
Okay. Go ahead with your comments.
Okay. I'm calling from Sochu.
Okay. Nanatishi, go ahead.
Yeah. I heard my sister is coming up with a certain views. I like very well, and I know her, I believe her, I trust her. I know how potent she is.
Oh, your line is dropping. Mipachoma, TV setting. Can you lower down?
So,
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, now we can hear
So
you.
one day I want to meet her one-on-one, then she know me better.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll let her
So
know.
then I'm sorry. Okay.
Thank you and have a good day. Thank you for calling.
Thank
Frances.
you so much, Nana Kwesi. One day we'll have a studio audience at the end of the year.
I said that.
To
And
celebrate
yes.
the anniversary of this program
Yes.
with a studio audience.
Yes.
And I
And
think
you've
it will
been
be
one of
fine
the-
to have all the panelists who can make it.
Yeah.
Then
Come
we'll
on the
have you
show.
people too.
That would be very brilliant.
Very good.
That's great.
So what happens is, you know, if you look at Honorable Muntaka, he saw heaven and earth.
Wow.
Look at the bribery scandal.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, people like Okujeto Ablakwa will be speaking, and you, Muntaka, will be coming out, leading issues and so on. So we wait to see the outcome of that thing. But I'm saying that it's much ado about nothing. Yensi won't hold because they don't have anything to do, anything to contribute. So this is the only way they can
Let's
go.
pick our last call. Hello, your name and where you're calling from? We lost that call.
So you see, I think at times, an inquiry like this, I laud the speaker. You see, this is all part of our democratic credentials.
Yeah.
I laud the speaker. It has picked us out on the international scene.
Yeah.
For actually even giving into the minority petition. And so when the outcome comes, we're not going to look at the propaganda effect, but we are looking at nation building.
Yeah.
How a government, after the president had spoken, a minority goes in, we have the majority, but as speaker, allow this thing to pass so that we are based on the truth. So we don't fear. Now, I want to ask them, Mary, all the subers and all the cheaters and saders and those things, they claim, what's called to? How many years? For how long? So I'm looking at the NDC as being very, very mischievous. And yesterday, like Honorable Obribo said, we are ready, not for propaganda, but we'll spike them with the truth and give it to them boot for boot. We will not allow them to derail His Excellency, the Primus Inter Pares of the Republic, Nana Obatampa, Osia Dear Yo, Ado Swag, Nana Dodanko Kufado's Ghana project, his belief in Ghana, and our forward movement. Look at these hairdressers. I hear them really clear.
Yeah, they've been giving a 40%
There is,
cut.
Honorable Kenofrat has mentioned it. There will be tariff reduction.
Yeah.
And true to word.
They've given
So
a
the
tariff
president is
reduction
mentioned
yesterday.
across sectors. Not that hairdressers alone. It's for industry.
Yes.
All of us will benefit. And it will begin to bring
The pressure down.
the pressure down.
Yeah.
You see, and look at the economic growth. You had the
Indicators.
projection.
Yeah.
You heard the projection for Africa?
Yes.
Ghana is expected to hit 8.3 2018, followed by Tanzania and another country.
Yes.
We are supposed to lead Africa. Look at what do you call it? Growth rate today. What is it? Isn't it 9.3?
Yes.
I'm talking of our growth rate today. 9.3. Look at where we left from and where we have come. 3 point something. You chum 7.3. Look at the rate of inflation. And you see, I'm telling the NDC, they should not disturb us. But then when they come out with the foul language, the gutter to gutter as Kolondo thing, we will sort them out. You see, what they're doing is they're using their sharp mouths. Excuse me, sharp mouth is not an insult. Like they want to be so cynical. Everything you do, they ridicule. Yeah. But they're forgetting. Power is power. And we will not use that power to enrich our pockets, be building huge mansions in plush areas, buying houses in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, London. I mentioned, all I'm saying is examples of, plush areas in this world. But then, we will use that power to ensure that the welfare of the Ghanaian, the rule of law, projects like SHS, today you have heard the one dam.
Yeah, one district, one dam project.
You have heard one district, one factory. Yes. I'm doing my mango thing in Somania. Very soon it will come to fruition.
We'll visit you.
And to me, so be engineer painting, ya bob was what I do down Kwakufado actually. In Kai Wamashikmen MPP, Wamashikmen Pakpa, Nana one few say, Bamia one finish say, Yenya me many in Otobo Motueno. Waka MPP, one na wadasi, wa pete government or he, lo no fenona madenyo, klo, kadang metwapo, nyakopuanyam. And I'm telling everybody this morning that we are focused, and in the coming weeks and months, they will see the strength and capacity of the Nana Akufo-Addo-led, Bawumia-assisted, MPP spearheaded Ghana government.
That is certainly, Frances, for you, always articulative, and like our viewers said, she's always on point, charged and hot.
I said, look at you, good morning. You are not coming to power now, let me tell you.
Yes, we heard about Bronyas issue. We were trying to reach Loyal Buahin, but we've not been. His phone has been very busy.
Oh, no, something has happened. Yeah. And I believe the party is looking at it. So at the appropriate time, the appropriate investigations and results will come. Yeah. And whatever it is, no criminality will be shielded, no matter how high or low. But the facts have to emerge for us to know. For all you know, they are mentioning names and so on. Maybe there were some perpetrators, who are being used by our opponents. Yeah. It's not beyond them to use some perpetrators from within our ranks and without. Because after it wasn't only one person who that's what allegedly attacked him. So some of the other attackers, as for NDC, I don't put anything beyond them. But what they did to me, go for it. So as for me, I know them too well. But anyway, good morning, His Excellency. Stay focused, take heart. We are behind you, and nothing. Absolutely nothing will derail the process.
Thank you very much.
The battle is the Lord's. Amen.
And it's still the Lord's. Thank you very much. That's Frances Erabna Esiam from Ghana.
Happy birthday to you, cameraman.
Frances is really taking over the show today. She's really charged today, Frances. I think because of you, we extend the show to 1.5 hours.
Oh, no, it's all right. Today I came
because today you are very charged.
It's been good.
And your viewers are very excited about you.
Good morning to all my workers at Ghana Selling. I'm on the way to the office.
Okay, she's coming. When she comes, you can take part of her energy. She has so much energy this morning. I feel so energized having her. And we're so happy you spending an hour with us this morning.
Thank you.
We'll hand over to National Agenda. Mofa is ready in his seat. And happy birthday to Focus. You've always been the man behind the camera. You're very good. Gentle, sometimes can be a little bit funny, but it's good. And Safo is looking great today. We're handing over to Amofa at the National Agenda. My name once again is Jonas Abedi Enim, and it is The Dialogue here at Net2 TV. You can also follow us on Facebook Live at Net2 TV GH. We'll come your way same time tomorrow with the man with the fireworks. He's back in town with more information, more actions. We're out.